You're struggling to lose weight because you are setting too many barriers for success. Think about it. In order to lose weight, we know the fundamentals. You've got to create a calorie deficit, so eat less calories than what you're burning off. You ideally need to go to the gym, focusing on exercising and training. In an ideal world, you focus on progressively overloading the exercises that you're doing in order to build muscle. And when it comes to activity, ideally we do have that mythical 8 to 10k that we try and achieve, which recently has actually been debunked and actually lowered to around 6 to 8k. But remember, these are just ideals. These are ideal points to work towards rather than things you necessarily have to do perfectly. If you turn around to me and you say you can't get to the gym 3 to 4 times a week, then what's stopping you from just going once or twice? If you turn around to me and say I can't create a 500 calorie deficit every single day, then what's stopping you from creating a 250 calorie deficit every single day, or just a maintenance? Or better yet, just try and eat healthier. The reason why is because you're potentially looking at these things that I'm telling you to do and thinking, what's the point? There's no point in doing that. That's not going to cause any kind of benefit in the long term. And to a certain extent, you might be right. Going to the gym once or twice for 20 minutes isn't really going to have as much of an impact as going to the gym 3 to 4 times a week for an hour. But it will still cause some kind of impact. It's going to be better than doing nothing. Because think about it, if you go to the gym twice a week for 20 minutes, you're already doing 40 minutes more work in the gym than what you did last week, which means you've already theoretically got 40 minutes more worth of results. If you can't create a 500 calorie deficit and I tell you to instead eat within a maintenance, then what you've done is, even though you potentially haven't lost much body fat, you have just started to create a little bit more of a control around your nutrition, as opposed to eating if and when you please, like an absolute bellend. If you can't go out of your way and get 8 to 10k steps out, then you thinking that just going for a 5 to 10 minute walk won't have much impact upon that. But a 5 to 10 minute walk can literally help you accumulate about 1,000 to 2,000 steps depending on how quick you walk. And look at the mental aspects as well. If you literally go for a 5 to 10 minute walk, that's going to help you clear your head, and it's also just going to help you feel a little bit better as well. But all of the physical pros that you're going to get from these things aside, look at it in this way. Not only are these things going to gradually start to accumulate to make a big difference, but better yet, it's also going to open the door for you and bring down your barrier for success. Because if you consistently go for a walk every single day for about 5 minutes, eventually you're going to get to a point whereby you think, you know what? Today I can go out for a walk for 10 minutes. And then you'll go out for a walk for 10 minutes, realise it's actually not that difficult, and start doing more of that. And going from no walking to 5-minute walks to 10-minute walks is so much easier than going from no walking to 10 minutes walk straight the way. And you can look at this with the gym as well. You're going to be going to the gym for just a 20-minute workout once or twice a week. And eventually you're going to get to the point where you think, you know what? I can actually spend a little bit more time in the gym. Let's go for 30 minutes instead. You'll probably also think, you know what? I've got a little bit of spare time on this day as well. Let's go for 3 times this week instead of 2. And then because you realise that it's not actually too difficult to do, you'll start doing 3 times a week in the gym for 30 minutes. And you'll gradually start to accumulate and progress from this point. And you've done that because you have lowered your barrier for success. At the moment, you think that in order to lose weight, you need to be perfect with everything. You need to be going into the gym as much as you can. You need to be going out and trying to get 10,000 steps out on a walk. You need to be creating a 500 calorie deficit and getting rid of everything that doesn't support this. But if you lower that barrier for entry for success, you're actually going to start thinking, you know what, I'm doing something, and that's better than nothing. And as I said, it will gradually start accumulating and progressing until you can actually do more shit. That's where you're struggling. You're going from neutral to 6th gear like that. In actual fact, you just need to go from neutral to 1st to 2nd to 3rd to 4th to 5th to 6th. Lower your barrier for entry for success, and you'll actually start being able to do the shit that you need to do, rather than being anxious because you can't do the shit that you need to do. If you like this video, make sure that you give it a like. If you've got any questions, comment below because I'd be more than happy to answer them for you. And if you want any more free fitness or fat loss based tips without any of the bullshit, as always, make sure that you're either following my Instagram at k.p_health or subscribe to this channel. Peace.